GGRC.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of GGRC. I'm RC in this big, lovable mound of gray fur, my co-pilot, co-host, Sushi. And today we're checking out a preview of Ninjin Clash of Carrots. Here we go into the attract mode here. Actually, this attract mode give you a good idea of what this game is all about. So, you basically play as these two characters, a rabbit and a fox, and apparently in their village, all of their carrots have been stolen. It's very Donkey Kong Country style, you know, where all their bananas were stolen. In this case, it's carrots. And you basically play, not to mention, you're ninjas, so you might be a rabbit, you might be a fox, but also ninjas. So you can see here, you're basically fighting enemies as you run through fields, you know, through the forest here, taking out enemies, and they drop your carrots along the way. So, that's a quick, we'll say, you know, a quick description of it here, but there's more to it, believe it or not. You can see I put about, you know, just a little over an hour into the game here, and that was just enough time to finish World 1. Now, what I could say about this game early on is that I'm enjoying myself. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's a really cool, we'll say, sort of delineation from regular brawlers. This is a brawler through and through, but it's almost like an endless runner brawler, and it's very unique in that way. Here we go. At the start screen here, you can actually switch between the rabbit or the fox. I actually prefer the design of the fox, so I usually go with a Kai there. But as you can see here, you get a very normal select, level select screen here. Very reminiscent of, say, Mario or Donkey Kong Country in that way as well. We're actually going to jump into, let's jump into 1-2 here so you can get an idea of what this game is all about here. So let's play. Here we go. She runs in through the field, comes in, and now it's time. Man, I didn't know any better. Let's say this is the exact level we just saw in the attract mode, which is really funny that we are now playing it. So here you are. You're the fox. We're running by here. We're destroying these guys with our sword. Pretty much the tactic is when they come in behind you, you want to try to get behind them, take them out with the old sword here. Now you're going to get a lot of different types of enemies, though. You're going to get these regular sword swingers here, those green guys, these guys here. But the one that I just took out that was flinging out those little pink pellets, you got to watch out for those guys because they will throw those right on your heads and they will damage you each time. Your health and special gauge and everything is up in the top left corner there. You don't actually start out with it. But I just picked up a stone that allows me to transform into like this crazy fire dragon and take out a bunch of enemies on screen. So hopefully we'll be able to work that meter up and show that off before this level is done. But until you get there, you're basically dodging. You have this dash ability where if you hit your attack button and another button together, you dash at other characters, you could go right through a bunch of them. And that takes down your blue meter. So you see, the more that I dash here, the more that blue meter goes down. You do have another ability you can use with that blue meter as well, which is to throw your shurikens here. There we go. Definitely very helpful when you don't want to get near the certain enemies that are, you know, like these here. You don't want to get near those guys because they will explode right at you, so you want to make sure you have enough of your blue power left around to take them out from a distance, because they can be a real pain. So, there we go. We're up to wave 5. So each sub-level of each level is done in waves. Basically, you take out a few enemies, jump to the next wave, and here we go. And at the end of every level, once you hit the 10th wave, you're always going to fight some sort of mini-boss. Oh! Oh, geez, they're getting close. Okay, I gotta get... There we go. That was a good explosion there. And if you do well during rounds, too, you'll see I did no damage. It gave me plus 10 to my health. You're going to want to try to do as well as you can to make sure you know, keep your health as full as you can. Some of these levels already I found to be pretty challenging, and I mean that in a completely good way. There's the carrot cart. We hit this guy in the cart. He'll drop a ton of carrots for us to pick up here. Now what's interesting is you're actually picking up the carrots to, you know, bring back to your village, but what I find funny is that you actually end up spending the carrots on new weapons and that kind of thing. Oh, here we go. So this is another new type of enemy here. Some sort of monkey, and whenever you knock his mask off, he gets really angry. Comes right at you. So here's two of them here. There we go. So now he's mad. He's coming right at me. And he actually got me there a bit. There we go. Take the monkey out. There we go. No health that round, though. Didn't do great. Didn't do awful. But we didn't do good enough to get health. You got to get either your combo up. There we go. We reached a combo times 10 or over, so we ended up getting +3 health. But we're fighting this guy with a pretty high amount of health here. Hopefully, we'll actually be able to take him out without actually getting our meter filled up here. I think we'll be okay. We've taken him out before. So what's really funny is that this game does have a lot of humor to it. You can see here that this guy's like, hey, you little poop head, so you've caught up to me, the great Mo Jr. You put up quite a fight so far, eh? At least now I know how to tell the weaklings in my army apart. So regardless, yeah, these guys have a lot of funny things to say. They'll call you names. They call each other names. They just are very full of insults, we'll say. All right, so this guy is actually going to throw enemies at us. Oh, jeez, he ended up hitting me. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. I forgot that I had the shuriken that will actually go through enemies, so I should have remembered that. You could throw it right into the robots there. Again, with the poop head talk. So in this particular level here, this is where you're actually breaking out your shopkeeper. Now, that's really important because the shopkeeper is going to be the guy that's going to be selling you all kinds of swords and weapons and other things that you're going to be using throughout the game. But unfortunately, this guy has trapped him in an outhouse, so ugh. No one wants to be trapped in an outhouse, and he says he forced him in through the bottom. Ugh. Gross. Again, a game that doesn't take itself too seriously, which is great. There we go. So this is usually what happens in most of the levels, is that the boss will have ads that come in with him. I'm really powerful at this point, like much more powerful than I was when I started the game with the items that I have, so it's going by a little bit quicker here. So it's one of the other things is that you can return to older levels if you just need to farm carrots to buy other things and whatnot. It's a good thing to keep in mind. Our meter went up quite a bit there at this part. Maybe it'll go up quick here. Maybe we'll get to use it in the last part. Yeah, see, the meter is just building big time. Oh, meter's getting close. There it is. All right, here we go. He's kicking everybody out. There we go. That's what happens when you fill the meter after you beat the first boss. You get this awesome dragon to use. And you get to use it for the duration of the meter as long as it lasts. And there we go. We've taken out the boss. So they keep telling you for the whole thing. I mean, you're basically chasing them through the whole game, which is why you're running the whole time here. But they keep teasing you that, like, oh, the carrots are so far away, don't even bother at this point. But as you can see, most levels take between 3 to 6 minutes to finish. I was taking a little longer with this one because I was talking during it. But you do have the option of ranking all of these levels with an S rank. So I've gotten a few S ranks so far. I've gotten an A. I think I've gotten 1B or whatever. But you can always return and try to get that S rank if you didn't get it before. So actually, at the end of that level, what ends up happening is you freed the Corgi shopkeeper there, and he opens up the shop for you here. So we're going to go into the shop and chat with him here. So here's Corgi, and you'll see that he actually has weapons we can buy. So tons of weapons to choose from. You got this huge, gigantic, Final Fantasy VII type, Japanese sword here. It's pretty crazy. You got, like, anything from a leaf to, like, a big fan sword thing. There's a lot of different variation. Big banana sword. A lot of crazy stuff going on here. You can also update your shuriken, so if you're tired of the thing that you're throwing, you can buy something new to update it. Actually, I might grab this. And we'll equip that in just a second. And if you go to the middle, you can actually buy other things that will help you in the game too. These are sort of like, I don't know if you want to call them emblems, medals, I'm not really sure, but if we actually go over to our inventory here, you can see that, okay, these are shurikens. So, there we go. We just upgraded to our new one, which has much more damage than the other one we're using. That was a power of 4, this is a power of 12, so much better. I'm currently using the ancient sword, but there's a lot of different types of weapons in this, so you can actually sort them here, so you can say by length or by power. So I'm using my second most powerful weapon here. I was using a tennis racket for a little while because it was pretty powerful for the time that I was using it. But I love the variation in weapons. So there's a carrot sword, you know, the banana sword we saw. You can fight with a fishing pole, a tennis racket. I love the humor and the silliness with this game and the weapons. It's really cool. I'm currently using ancient sword though because I do have a spear that is the same damage as it, but the spear tends to only, you know, poke forward. Where if you use the sword, you can hit more enemies because it's more of a slash. You can hit an enemy at more of a diagonal than you can with the spear that just, you know, attacks forward. So that's why I hold on to that one there. The Firestone is actually what I picked up from the first boss. So we have the Firestone equipped, and what that does is that's what turns us into the dragon at those different, once we get the meter filled up at the end of the level we just played there. These are the emblems or badges or whatever you want to call them here that we were just talking about here. So what these do when you buy them is they actually help your character get more strong. So, like equipping this little heart, you know, that gives me plus 20 to my life. This gives me plus 15 to my blue bar or stamina. And the shield actually, it raises the duration of me being invincible after I take some damage, so that's pretty helpful too. Now there is one other thing you can equip too, which is these masks. I have two so far. I have the night vision goggles and the night faceplate. So you can see that it completely changes the face of your character. And you can actually buy more of these because from the night shop, because this guy's open at night and he sells like only the most questionable of masks. But he does have a couple of other ones for us to buy here. We could buy one new one here. So we have a Ninja Bandana 1. So this is a classic, wear your clan symbol with pride. Or the enemy hat, perfect disguise, or maybe you just want to look goofy, you decide. Let's pick the goofy one. Let's go equip that and see what it looks like. There we go. So you just got a big box head, which actually I'm not the biggest fan of. I think we're just going to go back to, we'll do the night goggles here just to change it up a little bit. But there you go. So that's what you're saving the carrots and everything up for. You'll notice that actually the thing I didn't talk about though is in the night shop, this is where you spend your rainbow carrots. So you see in the top right, the day store is where you spend normal carrots, the orange ones, and then the night shop, the shady shop, is where you spend your rainbow carrots. So you're gonna want to save up and spend both of those actually to be helpful. So you've already seen a normal level there. I think what we're gonna do here is, let's see. Nope, let's back out. Let's go to options. Here we go. I want to play as the rabbit here too, just so you can get an idea what the rabbit looks like. There we go. Rabbit looks a little bit more interesting with the night vision on. Oh, but the face mask is a little bit different too. I think we're actually going to go with nothing here so you can see the rabbit's face. Let's check out another level here. What did we get? Oh, actually there's an endless level too, just so you know. If you end up really enjoying this game, you can play through the endless level and you can keep getting more and more, items and abilities. Well, not abilities, but items at least to use with your abilities. Then I think we'll check out the boss battle. Let's check out an endless round here. Let's see how far we can go. Yeah, let's play. So basically what they do on this Oni TV show thing is that it's an endless amount of waves that you're going to go through, but they strip you of everything that you used with your character before. So if you had a really powerful weapon, here you're going to be... Oops, totally forgot those robot guys. If you had a really powerful weapon you were using, you will not get to use it here. And every so often, every few rounds, you'll actually get the chance to update your weapon, because they'll give you the choice to do so. It's almost like playing this as a roguelike, kind of. Because you never know what you're going to get. Everything is random as far as the enemies coming out, because I could already tell from the last time I played this that the enemies have been different, so... Alright, I gotta start using my dash a little bit better here. You can see I am not doing too much damage to these guys here. I'm managing to take them out, but it's not going so well. Here we go. So this is where we can pick a different weapon here. So looks like the first two are actually the same, and then we got a new shuriken thing. I guess we'll go with this. Okay, so this is sort of a... I haven't used this yet. Doesn't really seem like we're doing too much more damage either. Maybe should have went with the shuriken. Yeah, dude, look at this. It's not really doing too much damage to the enemies here. So there you go. If you're not familiar with the weapons that they're displaying for you, you know, it could be disastrous. Like it might be for me here. Take them out. But therein lies the challenge with this game too. You know, this game does actually have a bit of challenge to it. Oh god, this thing. This floating raccoon ghost thing. Taking forever to get through this. Terrible weapon pick. Should not have picked that one. But this game does get challenging. I've definitely had it where, you know, I actually fought the boss of the first world, and I did die the first time I was playing against him. I got to the very end and I died because it's actually a multi-tiered fight, which is pretty cool. I really wasn't expecting that from this game, but it ends up that there's a bit more strategy and everything to what's going on with the game, and I'm just doing terrible in this mode here. Yikes. This weapon is just god-awful. I can't quite get behind them like I need to, because they just keep popping back. And that guy in the black there is actually, I believe he's the boss of one of the beginning levels that you're in too, so him being here is not very helpful for me. There's a bunch of carrots though. Oh jeez. Okay, I'm going down here in just a second. Don't even worry about it. There it is. Wow. That one was tough. Bad luck with the rabbit. Bad luck. Let's give that one more shot here. Here we go. Let's get through the first 2 rounds to see if we can actually get something useful to use against these guys afterwards. Alright, you're gone. Now the thing about the endless mode too is that you want to try to make it to the end of each level. Even though it's endless, you want to try to finish the first 10, because you'll at least get some sort of chest or something at the end of that you can open when you're done. Look at this guy. There we go. Took him out with ninja stars. No big whoop. Alright, what do we want to pick? We could build up our... No, let's go with this thing. This thing looks like it's going to be... Did I not pick it? I thought I just picked that new sword. I don't think I'm using it, though. Am I using it? Oh, no, it was actually a shuriken. I thought it was a sword. Look how big that thing is. Wow. Much more powerful. Basically throwing like a huge mallet sword thing at them. Okay, you're done. Those enemies are interesting because they come out and they actually silence you from using certain abilities. Alright, so what is another new one we could use here? That's a really short sword. I want that. I'm going to grab this because that's a object that we're going to be able to hold on to and use. Not quite sure what the blue one does. It's a gem. I'm assuming they drop more carrots? That's my assumption. I don't know if that's even true. I'm just making things up as I go here. Alright, you gotta go down, little fat ghost raccoon thing. Oh, see, with this guy I can't actually use my swords on. You can see above him he has the sword crossed out, so no go on that. We can take that guy out pretty quickly. Whoa! Where'd that guy come from? Haven't seen one of him yet. Popped right up out of the ground. That's a new one. There are some levels where these pigs here, they actually charge at you, and sometimes they'll come at you in like tens. And my lord, it was like, see, there he goes. He did a charge there, but it was tough dealing with them. All these guys rocketing at us, not making it easy for us to get through. All right, what do we want here? I don't quite know if I want any of these. This thing, I guess? Okay, that was another item. Again, not sure what that item actually does, though. So in this preview we're playing, I'm actually only limited to the first world of the game. So I'm assuming some of these enemies that I have not seen yet are actually further into the game because they weren't in the earlier levels of the game. We just got to take out that guy in the bell outfit and then we'll be okay. He just keeps getting away from me. Once we take him out, everybody else should just go. But I can't quite get at him. There we go. Oh no, I do got to take everybody out. Oh god. Well, the good news is I think we're going to be well equipped enough to get through at least this part. I don't know how far we're going to get into the second set of levels, second set of waves though. Oh. Okay, you're down. You're down. Okay, good. We made it. So we should get some kind of chest here. There it is. So I've not been able to make it past the second set of waves here. All the snow and everything like here. I like the new tile set, by the way. It's pretty cool. But yeah, look at this. Look how quickly I'm taking out here. Good lord. Wow. But we got further this time than we did last time. That's the important part. Oh, and there was the carrot guy right there. So now you received a treasure. We open it up. And we got plus 100 carrots. So, you know, not the greatest surprise, but we got something at least. So that is the bulk of the game. I mean, that's what you're playing there. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this game. I think it's really, really cool. And I like that it's a different take on the whole brawler genre. The brawler genre has been kind of stale for a long time, so it's cool to see something a little bit different and a little bit new here. Okay, what we're going to do here is we're going to check out the boss battle here. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to make it through this because last time I did it, I did okay. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I managed to get through it. That's the important part. You're also going to have the ability to play online, too, which I haven't actually been able to find anybody to play with yet. And I don't know if that's just because, you know, this is a preview and everything like that. But when this game does go live, it comes out September 4th, just for anybody keeping score. You will have the ability to play this online with people, which I think is a great addition because so many games come out now with couch co-op only. And this game seems to feature both couch co-op and playing online, so let's jump into the boss battle here. Yeah, I just don't think there's enough people playing right at this moment that would, you know, make it so that way we could actually find an online game, so. Alright, so what you got here is you got this general jam guy. There is a story that's being told as you go through each level here, but as I'm returning to each level, you know, they're kind of not really going over every aspect of the story because we've already seen it, right? But this is General Jam. He's been hired by the big bad mole guy who's kind of running everything in this kingdom, who stole all the carrots, and the mole guy is expecting him to kind of take me out. So let's actually skip through all this and I'll show you the boss battle here. So he gets all the monkeys into this like big drill thing. And then we just gotta sneak by him and hit him a few times like that. And then from here, he's gonna come back, woo, really quick, so we gotta make sure we dodge. But of course, you're gonna have ads to take out too, so gotta be careful. Now, like I said, the first time I played this, I died, and the second time, I feel like I got through with the skin of my teeth, so we're gonna do what we can here. Hopefully we can get through it one more time. There we go. Got a bunch of hits on him there. These guys keep getting little hits on me, though, these little pests. There we go. Hit your own dude. That's what I say. Don't let that drill hit you, though. Alright, you can see that the guy in the black robe is now showing up, so they do try to make it a little bit harder on you as you go. Take him out. So this game gets really fast and frantic. It gets very button mashy for me at a certain point because you're just like trying to dodge. You're just like swinging your sword as fast as you can to get through, which is a lot of fun. Alright, so he's going to change up here. So he's going to come at me fast from both ends now. So the best strategy I found here is like when he's going by really fast, you try to just dash behind him and get a hit in. There we go. Just like so. Whoops. Also, try to stay alive. Very important thing to do, I think. There we go. Oh. But of course, you got to make sure you try to manage the bad guys while you're doing it, you know? Because if these guys keep coming, they're just going to overwhelm you at some point. There's going to be too many for you to take out. There it is. I'm the dragon. Take all these guys out. Wait for that stupid drill to show up so we can get more damage on him. That is super helpful. I didn't have that last time we fought this boss, so that is really helpful this time around. Couple more hits. There we go. He is done. But there is one more wave to this. So he's got the Firestone, which we actually stole from him earlier. So what he does is he puts in these fire rings and then shoots those things at me. Those things can be really frustrating to deal with because they can pretty much home in on you. Oh, jeez. Ran right into the fire. See, those things hone in right on your location there. It could be a little frustrating. Oh, we got this guy locked. Man, that was some good damage there. Oh, get him. There we go. And the world is ours. We take back World 1. So this guy, of course, you know, like any bad guy, is trying to recruit you for his side, right? Because he sees how good you're doing, he sees how powerful you are. He's like, come on, let's do this. But I like this. The enemies are like, hey, boss, we fixed the tank. We're coming in. Of course, dash out of the way, take him out. And then at the end of every big boss fight, you get to take this guy out. That's why I say I feel like this is very much inspired by Donkey Kong, because anybody who remembers Jungle Beat on the GameCube, the one where you play the bongos or whatever, you get to tap those bongos to like take out the boss at the end, which is a ton of fun. Here we go, we open this up, we got another bag of carrots, 500 this time. That gives us plenty to buy some new cool stuff with. There's an S rank. That's pretty nice. I think before I had a B with this. So, again, just goes to show it pays to return to those levels. When you get a little bit more powerful, get your S ranks up. Probably leaves just a couple other ones where I have an A. I think everything with orange is an S rank. Let's see, yeah, I think these two are A's, so can always return to those and try to do better. But there you go, everybody. That is Ninjin Clash of Carrots. I think that this is a really, really cool 2D brawling game. It has great humor. I love the art style. The art style is just like really fun and vibrant and bright. You know, the characters seem really cool. I love the corgi shopkeeper guy. He's very pushy for a little guy, which is really funny. But so far, of what I played of the first world, I think it's really, really cool. Again, as I said, this game is coming out on September 4th, so if this is a game that interests you, definitely add it to your Steam wishlist, so that way you can keep updated on when it's officially coming out. That way it'll remind you and all that stuff, all that good stuff. But thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe to me here on YouTube. Of course, check out my Steam community group. There we go. Yes, this way over here. Go to my group on Steam. Please join. Definitely trying to get the numbers up on that. And I have a chat there. Join me in chat. Let's hang out. Let's chat. And let's play some online games and stuff, too. But there you go, everybody. Thank you for watching. GG. And I'll see you all next time.
GRC.